Good morning! Today we'll make together cinnamon rolls, also called cinnamon buns or cinnabon as commonly known. It's usually associated with Northern Europe and North America. What? Its famous name is well known, but it also has many other names, so it's not important to know them all. What matters is that cinnamon rolls, cinnabon, is one of those homemade baked sweets that are best eaten hot on the same day. I'll make it with you and also make its famous cream cheese glaze with very simple steps and with ordinary ingredients that I'm sure are already in your kitchen. There's nothing weird or exotic in this, no strange ingredients or tricks. It's really easy and quick to make. By the way, it takes almost no time at all. But before I start the video, if it's your first time watching me, my name is Nadia. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share if you like the video. We need 1 cup of lukewarm milk, not hot, lukewarm. It should be slightly cooler than warm. That means about 43 to 46 degrees Celsius for what we'll use. The first thing, I put a cup of milk in a bowl and sprinkled on it 2.5 teaspoons of instant yeast, the small grain type, and half a teaspoon of salt, and an egg at room temperature. The most important thing is everything must be at room temperature so the yeast works. And 1 tablespoon of melted butter and also 4 tablespoons of regular sugar, the regular sugar you use for making tea. And I stirred them all together with a whisk until they were fully combined. After that, we'll need 3 measuring cups of flour. I want to show you in this recipe. I filled the measuring cups as you commonly do. Level off with a knife, do not press or pack the flour inside the cup. Just fill and scrape off the excess. That is the kind of measuring cup I am using. We'll need 3 such cups filled the same way. I will not use a mixer because I know many people do not have one. Some people own a mixer, others don't. I want this recipe to be easy for everyone, so I'll make it by hand. Then I used a wooden spoon or any dry stirring utensil to mix the dry and wet ingredients. This dough might require 1 or 2 extra tablespoons of flour depending on the type of flour you use. As you see, this dough is slightly sticky to my hand, so it may need an extra tablespoon. Your dough might not need it. Then I continued mixing again. The dough for cinnamon rolls should be soft and slightly sticky, not overly sticky, so we must pay attention to that point. I kept mixing it and found that it was not excessively sticky but good enough to knead, so I began kneading. I kneaded it exactly 3 minutes. As you see, the dough is somewhat sticky and soft but manageable, meaning I can hold and knead it. It does not stick so much that I cannot work with it. It might stick to one hand lightly, but not both. So this is the correct dough. It should be soft with a light stickiness so we get soft cinnamon rolls later. Next, I covered it and let it rise until doubled in size. I put it in a warmed oven, turned off for half an hour, or left it at room temperature for 1.5 hours until it proofed. Let's prepare the cinnamon filling. We need 6 to 8 tablespoons of room temperature butter, depending on how buttery you like it. If you don't like it very buttery, use 6 tablespoons. I used 1/4 cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, as you know. We mix the sugar and cinnamon together, that becomes the filling. By now, the dough has risen for about 40 minutes in the oven. I warmed the oven briefly but did not leave it hot, just warm so as not to kill the yeast. The dough has puffed up and is ready. I floured my work surface lightly. The dough itself also gets a light coating of flour so it won't stick while I roll it out. I also dusted the rolling pin. Then I began rolling out the dough on my baking mat. The mat I work on has a ruler printed on it. Why? Because I want to roll the dough into a rectangle, approximately 43 centimeters by 25 centimeters, roughly. Depending on your ruler or your surface, try to get approximate dimensions. We want a rectangle. I trimmed the edges so they are somewhat even so the ends are neat. Then I rolled it flat.